Our next story will show us how one church, the Iglesia de Cristo or Church of Christ, through its aid to humanity, continued to extend its help to our overseas Filipino workers in Japan. Our EBC correspondent in Japan, Lou Stefan Omelda, reports from Nagoya.
The increasing number of contagious diseases and calamities happening in Japan and around the world did not stop the members of Iglesia ni Cristo in extending help and providing support through a humanitarian event organized for overseas Filipino workers in Japan. More than 1,000 OFWs and Japanese nationals in the southwestern regions of Japan, namely Chubu, Kansai, Chugoku, Shikoku, and Kyushu regions were in attendance for the socio-civic activity dubbed as Kabayan Ko Kapatid Ko, or My Countrymen, My Brethren, that officially kicked off the year 2020 for Iglesia ni Cristo members. Friends and co-workers who traveled long distance did not only receive material help, but also a spiritual one. The program began with a preaching led by a minister in the church, followed by performances from artists who flew all the way from the Philippines. The Filipino singer Marcelito Pomoy, who recently became viral and even more famous because of his participation in a well-known American talent competition, was one of the many artists who performed for the attendees in the said event. This activity is one of the philanthropic works of the said organization that was relaunched at the beginning of this year. In the past, this activity was solely intended to help the underprivileged sector of the society, providing material help and medical assistance in the Philippines. However, later last year, they started to extend and widen the scope of the activity by reaching out to our fellow men abroad.
Sobrang saya ko kasi parang alam mo yung tapos sa puso yung nasabi nila. Although sa akong sarili, yung nakita ko na narinig ko kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng Bible sa dun sa ibang sinasamba. Sobrang na-entertain ako na at alam mo yun na wala sa puso.
As of 2017, more than 200,000 Filipinos have been working in Japan, according to the Japanese Justice Ministry. And less than 1,000 Filipino students started studying in Japan either as an exchange student, a graduate student, or a Japanese language student. A student shared his thoughts on studying in Japan and how such event makes an impact to them as well.
So yung mga ganitong aktibidad po maganda dahil una nakakakita-kita yung mga Pilipino na nakatira dito sa Japan. So syempre yung feeling na homesick ka nung mismo yung mga kababayan mo naiibsan. Tapos yung ganitong aktibidad na mabibigyan din sila ng tulong, alam naman kasi natin kahit na nandito tayo sa Japan, hindi pa rin ganoon kadali ang buhay. Kaya yung mga ganitong tulong malaki rin ang nagagawa para ma-boost yung pamumuhay ng mga Pilipino na nakatira dito sa Japan.
Despite the decreasing number of religious organizations today, Iglesia ni Cristo holds on quite strongly and is continuously growing and getting more and more influential.
Yung mga aktibidad na isinasagawa sa loob ng Iglesia ni Cristo, lalo na po ngayon, ang kabayan ko, kapatid ko na dito isinagawa sa Nagoya, Japan, ay napakahalaga sapagkat malaking naitutulong po sa mga kababayan po nating Pilipino, gayon din po yung mga Hapon na kasama po natin ngayon. Na lalo po sa panahon po ngayon, marami po nagaganap ng mga kaguluhan, mga sakit, yung iba ay biktima ng mga kalamidad, yung mga naitutulong po natin ay malaking bagay para sa kanila. At higit sa lahat, yung salita ng Diyos, na doon po na ipaparating sa kanila yung katotohanan, yung salita ng Diyos na dapat maunawaan at masampalatayanan ng bawat isa sa atin para sa ating kaligtasan.
Reporting from Nagoya, Japan, I am Lou Omelda for Eagle News International, and I am 1 with 25.